Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be talking about an author that I have been meaning to read for quite some time now, but I have been intimidated by him for many years now, and that author being HP Lovecraft. I think the reason why I was intimidated by him is because, well, first off, I didn't know whether I was going to like his writing style or not, and I didn't know where to start with his work because, like other horror authors like Stephen King, Clive Barker, Edgar Allan Poe, they have got such a wide range of novels. Maybe not Clive Barker, he maybe has about 20 novels underneath his belt right now. But the problem with an author, no matter if it's horror or not, you do not know where to start off with unless you have some good strong recommendations from people that you trust, and that have got the same feelings about the book or author as you do, and will tell you, right, this is a great place to start off with this author. With someone such as powerful, well, I won't say powerful, but prominent in the horror genre, such as Lovecraft, I know that he makes up a lot of words, and I didn't know whether I was going to gel with that. And every time I went into a bookstore, and I mean every single time, guys, and I was in the horror section and I came across the Lovecraft books, I looked at them, I picked them up, I sometimes opened them and read a page or paragraph or whatever, and I didn't know whether to pick it up or not. I was tempted to ask the staff members their opinion on, oh, do you know what the best place to start off with Lovecraft is? But I didn't do that because I didn't want to I think that in my mind I convinced myself that, okay, they aren't going to know, so I'm just going to put the book down and leave the store and just put it out of my mind. But I think in the back of my mind somewhere that I knew that the place to start with Lovecraft was the Call of Cthulhu. And yesterday morning, I was feeling a little bit down. I was feeling okay, I wasn't sick or anything, but I felt, I wouldn't say emotionally drained, but I felt a little bit depressed. But I'm fine now, so no worries there. So because I'm being a mood reader in June, I wanted to have something quick and easy to read, or listen to in this case rather. So I was looking through YouTube and I came across the Call of Cthulhu on audio. I will, sorry, I will have a link down below to the version of the audio in case you're wondering or curious about what version I listened to. But I did listen, but previously I did attempt to listen to this audio version. It's not that long. It's about an hour and 30 minutes long. But I listened to it previously about 5 or 10 minutes into it. And then for some weird reason I stopped listening to it. I can't remember why. But yesterday I listened to the whole thing in one go. And at the end of it I was thinking, okay, how am I going to talk about this in a video? And I'm thinking, well, I'm not going to do it in a video, I'm going to say it in my wrap up. But this is going to be kind of like a very, very small review on Call of Cthulhu and my overall thoughts on Lovecraft as a whole. Before I go any further, yes, I know that he was an open racist. So before I go any further, I'm just going to put this up on the screen. Okay, so Call of Cthulhu, as far as I'm aware, is about a man who is looking through the papers of his uncle. I don't know whether the uncle is missing or dead or whatever, but he's looking through these papers about his uncle's research, and he finds this statue of this monster that is kind of like crouching down, and he's got his legs up and he's got his elbows on his knees, and he's got a face of a squid. He's got a body of a human, and he's got these bat-like wings. And I believe the statue is quite big. It's about 1 foot tall. And while he's reading these papers, because it's narrated by him, it's saying about this strange cult that worshipped this monster or this creature, and some of them, how some of these people went insane and how they went into mental asylums. And it talks about Cthulhu in depth. Well, as much of in depth as a 130-page short story can actually be, or can actually go into. He is massive. He really is. I thought that he was in an underground chamber below the earth, but apparently he's in the ocean. This book is written in a very unusual way, as I'm thinking, like, this is so good, I'm really liking this, but I have no idea what some of the stuff he's actually talking about. It went completely over my head, because I've only read this once. But the way I describe it to you is, if someone was to come up to you and they were really passionate about black holes in outer space, and they like gushed and like talked to you very passionately about that phenomenon in space, and you're like, great, this sounds really cool, but I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm finding this conversation engaging, but the subject matter, some of the themes and some of the subject matter, I'm not really grasping. That is my exact thoughts and feelings towards Call of Cthulhu. Is this a bad story? No, it isn't. I believe that this was written many years ago, and I strongly believe that this was way ahead of its time. It is cosmic horror, and Lovecraft is the father of not just horror, but cosmic horror as well. I'm really pleased that I read this short story, or listened to it rather, and I will be reading numerous other things by this author as well. So with all that said, I'm really pleased I took the plunge and I listened to the Call of Cthulhu. Not sure where I'll be going next. If you have any recommendations about what story or poem or short story or novel by Lovecraft to actually go to next, please comment down below. I'm thinking to do the Color of Magic or Dagon, I think it's called. But if you have any recommendations right there, you've actually read the Call of Cthulhu, I would strongly recommend that you read this book or read this story next. Comment it down below and I will read that one next. But yeah, as a whole, I am really pleased I started reading Lovecraft. I will be reading all or some of his work, because I know he's written a ton of work, loads of work, but I am excited to read all of his work and go through his catalogue slowly. I know, if you're wondering if because he was a racist, if this book actually suffers from that, yes and no. It's not a racist story, but yes, it does drop the N-words a couple of times, 2, maybe 3 times it drops the N-words. But in my opinion, it doesn't affect the overall story of the of that story about this mythical creature. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video about this. I didn't want to make it too long. I didn't know what to rate the Call of Cthulhu, so I give it a 4 stars out of 5. And yeah, I mean, I'm really pleased that I once again, I'm really pleased that I actually read the Call of Cthulhu. and started off my Lovecraft journey. As once again, as I touched on at the start, some people are kind of, well, like myself, are kind of like really stuck about where to start or what direction to actually go into Lovecraft. I mean, should you read them from publication dates, or should you read them in a specific order? Because I've even read The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe, and that was a poem. But even now, I'm not really sure about where to go with that author. But that's for another video. But yeah, that's just my little discussion slash mini review on Call of Cthulhu by Lovecraft. If you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment down below, let me know what one of his stories or poems is your favourite. Maybe it's this one, maybe it's another one, but comment down below, let me know what is your favourite Lovecraft story, and I will definitely check it out, and let me know what one, in your opinion, you would think that I would like to actually read, or what one I should read next after Cthulhu. I'm not looking to read stuff that's actually just about Cthulhu. I'm open to read anything that you guys suggest by this author. If you have enjoyed this video as a whole, please consider subscribing to my channel, as it helps out so much. If you do subscribe, please click on that bell so it will remind you. Whenever I upload videos, which are every Monday and Friday. I will also have a link down below to my Goodreads accounts in case you want to follow me on Goodreads and see what I'm reading. And with all that out the way, have a great day, read some awesome books, and I will see you all in my next video.